Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Guile here, and welcome back to the Forged Alliance Forever promotional series. I hope you all had a truly magical Christmas and New Year. You all got the presents you were hoping for and drank and ate in such gargantuan quantities that it forced you into making some very questionable resolutions, which you intend to break long before January is over. Mine was pretty good, but I'm thrilled to be back in the saddle with you guys. We've got some exciting things coming up. Roey's been in touch already, saying he's got some King and Prince of Map tourneys bringing back. Some of that action is going to be arriving with us soon. He's going to send me a couple of chosen choice replays, from which I will select the best and bring to you. Very excited about that. But today I thought we would kick off 2019 with some custom 8v8 action, baby. That's right, with an eclectic mix of Joes and pros. Said action is going to take place on Adaptive Wonder. I'm ready, you guys are ready, and the players are sure as hell ready. So let's go on over to the game zone and see how they're going to get on. Cha-ching, ka-ching, instant loading for the win. It's exciting. Everything's going to go right this year. You just know it. We'll call this Team 1 up here at the top, this Team 2 down here at the bottom. Going first for Team 1, rearguard air position. Interesting choice. Going Cybran, it's Taikisha. And he's going, Cybran, as we said, opening first land in... What is that? It's combat green. You'll have to bear with me. Recently calibrated my monitor, so all my colors look a little bit different. Next up, team member number 2, also going Cybran, bless him, over at the far eastern points. My good friend Gorton in Vivacious Violet, opening first land, slowing it down a bit because we've got a lot of players to get through. Next up, I actually thought that was Hillary when I watched this through on the first time, but it's not. It's Hitlery, bless him. Interesting choice. Going first land, going UEF, and going Baby Blue. Team member number 4. This time it's KFC Manager in Lime Green, going UEF, opening first land. Team member number 5 in Pontiff White this time. Death Wolf 99, another UEF, opening first land. Seeing a theme happening here. After him, Citrus 984 in Baby Pink, another UEF, going first land. Team member number 7 in Elephantine Grey. This time over here, it's Welfare, another UEF opening first land. And surprise, surprise, another UEF, almost entirely comprising the front line of Team 1 there, with UEF, with the exception of Gordon, because you know what, it's socialists like to be different, or not. Deadbeat Dad, Mellow Yellow, opening first land. So that's Team 1. Team 2 down here, first of all, rearguard air position, it's Smurf Hunter in Breast Cancer Awareness Pink, going UEF, interesting choice, first land, second air. Over here, our first Aeon of the match, it's Infro, he opened first land, it's time in Ferrari Red. Then we've got Storm Before Dawn, very exciting, like the naming strategy there. Going Regal Purple, UEF, first land to the center, another UEF. Thomas is neat in Hallybar Orange, going land all day, it would seem, at least 4 of them. Fecal Browns up next with the good old Legend Lore, going UEF again. So many UEF, there must be some kind of shift. I haven't kept up with any of the latest patches, I must admit, so if anyone wants to contribute into the comment section on that side of things, be my guest. After him, Arch Sincat, we're going to call him Arch, going UEF in Spetsnaz Green, then Mustard Yellow, a Cybran, almost saying thank goodness. Just to change it up, we have Fast Planet on his way towards the center, he opened first land. And last of all, in Electric Blue, Mr. Positive, and it's an Aeon first land. So it looks like, what have we got? We've got 2 Aeon and a Cybran, and then 5 UEF for Team 2. And we've got, what is it? It was 2 Cybran and 6 UEF for Team 1. Game quality at 93%. Which is what we consider to be a balanced game. Highest ranking player, I believe, at glance, is Deadbeat Dad. That must be something someone else renamed. 1900. Lowest rated there is Hitlery, only person sub 1000 on 900. So that's the range. And I've got to say, a little bit of a change. Not sure if I've ever casted a version of Adaptive Wonder like this. Don't typically see neutral fortifications and reclaimable buildings in the middle, but that's what we've got here today. You usually get two teams clashing as they fight over the stones to reclaim in those craters. That I'm sure will still be happening, but first of all they've got to contend with some of these neutral structures, some of which are offensive. We've got plasma cannons wailing away there, not particularly effectively thanks to the edges of that crater. One already badly damaged on that side, taken out by a Lobo there from Arch, and the two on the west have already been taken down as well, presumably by that Lobo there from Citrus 984. Artillery being moved back, but he's advancing with his comm. But look at this, we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 ACUs for Team 2 encroaching in that center, whereas we've only got 2 in the vicinity there for Team 1, Death Wolf there and Citrus. So you would fancy Team 2, as long as they keep the pressure up here, to get the lion's share of the reclaim. Certainly on the civilian structures, that's what they'll be going for first. The actual civilian structures, these ones here and here, they don't give you an awful lot of reclaim, say, compared to the T2 P-Gens, but nonetheless, definitely worthwhile. Citrus advancing into that compound now. Death Wolf 99 backing up his teammate as he advances in, but you can see already reclaim orders going down. Just realized I left that on -2. It's taking a long time to shoot through these buildings. Well, that was why. There it goes onto the reclaim, and I'm sure we will see the totals rise for Team 2. You can already see it's 36k to 32k in favor of Team 2. That's only expected to rise. Engagements kicking off further to the east. Gorton seems a little light on the ground next to Mr. Positive, who's gone early with a little bit of extra investment in Aurora numbers. Citrus 984 taking fire from 2 ACUs there, as well as the odd bit of artillery spam. So he's going to back up. Death Wolf is getting an upgrade on his comm, going straight for T2. No doubt wants to throw down some structures to try and fight off these ACUs, throw down a couple of T2 PDs and reclaim control of the middle, or gain control of the middle. Taikisha way far forward, and what is going on here? This is kind of weird. So he built his base and then handed it over to KFC Manager. I haven't been keeping an eye on what's been going on in chat, and you never know, they might have just been chatting on TeamSpeak or whatever anyways, but they have literally swapped places. So KFC Manager started here, he's donated his base over to Taikisha, and that's why that comm is so far forward. KFC Manager dropping off towards the back. Probably thought they weren't happy with the initial layout. Might just been a case of Taikisha wanting to run up front, or KFC Manager, the high-rated player, wanting control of the ever-crucial air position. Infro now under some pressure. 2 sets of units coming in now from Deadbeat Dad and Welfare. A little bit of assistance on the ground as well, coming in from his teammate Thomas from the east. They're able to tidy that up. Did lose 1 mechs and quite a few units, but manages to keep all of his core mechs. That one very badly damaged, 404 hit points left on that T2, but keeps the important T2 mass-producing structures online. And would you look at that? So with a bit of pressure and a bit of spam, Team 2 ACUs have been forced off that central section. But the important part for them is that all of those structures, with the exception of that one, have been scooped already. A lot of the mass in here and in here has already gone. So they're saying you are welcome to it. Nice little bombing run there. Takes out a couple of units. That was ripe for the plucking. A second bomb in there or in there. Easy for me to say, of course. No scouting necessary. Oh, and a triad nearly completed there. Gets its engineers that were working on it blapped by That bit of air pressure, Mr. Positive lurking still on that eastern edge, as is Gorton. Mr. Positive with a double gun upgrade on that Aeon ACU, full-on sniper comm. Gorton with the gun upgrade as well on board. That Cybran ACU doesn't have the range though to contend, probably wants to back away from that. Mr. Positive looking very dangerous indeed over on that right flank. Meanwhile, things moving in the other direction in favor of Team 1 over on the left. Infro still under pressure. This time it's Citrus and Welfare that are coming for him. Tries to get on an Eruptor, but doesn't have the ground secured to deal with it. Has a couple of T2 engineers down here, but that front line has been mobbed. Is getting some assistance from the central players, Legends Law, or Legend Law, and Thomas's Anit. This is a pretty successful incursion now. Would you look at that? Looks like all 4 of the core T2 mechs is about to get taken out. This is going to drop Infro down to the bottom of the mass producers we would expect. Look at that. Overwhelming T1 artillery spam. A sneaky little bit of a T2 run by there as well from Deadbeat Dad, who's already pumping out pillars, 4 of them inbound again from back here. Infro well and truly run over here, getting assistance now, as we said, from those central players. We've also got T2 units coming in from Welfare. Less than 9 minutes in, we've already got T2 units deep into Team 2's territory. That is dangerous. Infro at 1,000 being the weak link, of course, in this team. So they're sensing that and pushing hard, trying to make headway where they can early on. That's wise target selection there from Team 1. Always a good strategy in life, pick on the weakling. Seriously, kids, don't do that. Arch backing up towards his base. Just get the feeling now, Team 1 really on the march now. They've nullified Infro, dropped him down to a paltry 15 mass per tick. And now, combination of Hitlery and Gorton forcing Mr. Positive back, who has been looking pretty strong with that sniper comm, but he's taken a lot of damage. He's down to around 1/3 of his base HP. A couple of Mongoose going for a cheeky run by. We get lucky with some of the hills here, but it's not enough. No rice for you, sir. Now look at this. Death Wolf, we saw that early T2 upgrade in the center. Well and truly staked his claim in the middle. Defense is going up, and now some ranged capability. A Clank Hammer, 2/3 done. That's going to cause problems for the frontline players in the center. Probably going to encompass all of this down here. We'll take a look at that range in a bit, should that Clink Hammer be allowed to complete, but I don't see any reason why it won't be. Nothing major brewing on the front line for Team 2 at said time. Let's take a look at our air players and what's going on there. Remember, KFC manager inherited that Cybran base. Of course, he's producing Cybran ASFs. My favorite choice. The stealth function, always useful. But before we can go into that, we had strap bombers out. That was spotted very quickly indeed, though, by KFC manager. Very nicely done. Good aerial protection there, with not necessarily an advantage either. You can see he's actually lost air dominance there to Smurf Hunter, Team 2's air player. Just going to wish he didn't screen out those fighters first, so he could have kept that strap bomber online and done some real damage with it. But hey ho, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Mr. Positive trying to breach back. Hitlery and Gorton have backed off slightly. In fact, where's Gorton's comm? He's dropped all the way back here. Hitlery looks like he's moving in that direction as well. As Mr. Positive just edges forward, he's got some asylum protection there for his commander. And indeed, that Clink Hammer was allowed to complete. So let's just take a very quick look at what that's going to be targeting. You can see all of that juiciness well within range. So they'll want to get something done about that ASAP. Hard to dislodge. We've got 3 triads in there. Have some tactical missile defense. Starting to pick off the unshielded mechs points. Solution? Well, Smurf Hunter has aerial advantage, so he's going to go in with a couple of broadswords, make that 3 now. Shield nearly depleted. We have quite a few archers in there, but it takes a long time to chew through all those hit points, and they're locking straight onto Deathwolf's commander. 2 out of the 3 broadswords looking very peaky indeed. The shield gen is down. Deathwolf down to around 60% health. They're following it up on the ground with some pillars. Looks like they really are going in for the kill here. Deathwolf deep into the red. Is this going to be our first casualty? It might just be. Boom, baby! And where did that come from? 13 minutes in, just a few minutes ago, this looked like a pretty secure base, but I mean, everybody came in on that. We had tanks from Legend Lore. We had T1 Spam even coming up from Infro, dying some payback. T1 Spam as well coming in from Thomas. And of course those broadswords from Smurf Hunter, which did the lion's share of the work. Very nicely done. And Team 1 go a man down within the first 15 minutes. That is a bad, bad start for something that was actually looking like it was going pretty well in the opening stages of this one for T1. Never mind, onwards and upwards, I'm sure, as they get about cannibalizing his base and plugging that gap. In comes some more counter pressure now from Welfare, once again heading down that left flank into Team 2's soft, squidgy bit, their 1,000 rated player. Expert camera work as always here at Guilecast. Infro forced to sit at the edge of his base with his commander, trying to stall this attack. Looks like a sniper comm as well. Yes, it is. So doubly upgraded gun on that Aeon ACU as well. And Smurf Hunter, having got good work done with those broadswords, now brings it in to alleviate the pressure on his teammate. But has he given KFC manager enough room to build up an air force that can counter him? Well, he didn't like the engage there, the look of it, saw the escorting ASFs and thought, yeah, maybe not. Let's get a couple more on the field before I engage. He was going to go in there again as well. Smurf Hunter's aerial advantage diminishing. So sticking with the ASF production, not going for any more broadswords. That is a wise move. Don't throw away the advantage you've just gained by eliminating Deathwolf. Just goes to show you it's even harder in these large team games, because you can, I mean, that wasn't the world's biggest double team, but certainly that option's open. And no matter how much defensive preparation you put in, sometimes it's physically impossible to fend off the snipe. Nice to see that full share is off, so the fairies had to die today. A lot of flapjacks up front there for Legend Lore. Not in range of anything too critical though, just taking pot shots at these groups of units on the front line for Team 1. A few mobile missile launchers over here as well. The Vipers for Fast Planet. And speaking of Fast Planet, we've got a Monkey Lord under construction. That's about a third done. Might be our first experimental of the day. Legend Lore completes the Zephamp gun upgrade. Range and damage. Adding to his beefiness. Team 2 now with a very clear advantage in total mass accrued. 430k versus 369. Some of that will have been mitigated by Death Wolf's base being sucked back up, so that gap is in real terms probably a little bit bigger. Legend Lore very far forward though, and is now being hit on by some Perseus up here from Taikisha. This could have been a very, very silly move, and he's down into the red. Oh my word! Actually, what he wanted to do there was move forward and overcharge those and then move back. Legend Lore, goodness gracious me, overextended, and suddenly things are tied up. Team 1 equalize after an unnecessary bit of bravado, and a Control K from Thomas down here, purely, I think, out of defeatism. Well, that is a shame, and that puts Team 2 massively on the back foot now, with all kinds of pressure pouring in through the gap that has created. Fortunately, the newly constructed Monkey Lord there from Fast Planet should be able to at least plug the gap on this side, but it leaves Infro, the weak link on Team 2, very exposed indeed. Those two guys were instrumental at helping him stay in this game. There is another experimental that's nearly complete down here from Storm Before Dawn, though. Haven't seen a huge amount from him in this game, but that fat boy could be crucial if he can get it completed and on the front line ASAP. Having said that, there hasn't been a continuous stream of pressure now, I think mainly because of the presence of that Monkey Lord. Team 1 decided to just back off a bit and not press the advantage. But what a shame with Thomas, unless that was, I mean, it came up as a Control K, unless that was another snipe from somewhere else. I do find that the notification is not always accurate. It lists Control K sometimes when an ACU gets picked off by a strap bomber or something. But it did look like that was a rage quit. But look out, Mr. Positive now in threat of getting hit by some T3 gunships. In come the Whalers there from KFC Manager. Mr. Positive does have personal shield, but that is almost completely gone. Did have some silence to retreat to and some mobile flak. And then Smurf Hunter came in with the ASF to chase those away. He's persisting with the engage, though, over the top of some anti-air from Team 1. That is brave stuff. Speaking of brave, Infro following on in after that Monkey Lord. Those Whalers retargeting that instead. And this could be the end of Infro now. Very far forward indeed. Smurf Hunter doing what he can on those gunships. Down goes the Monkey Lord. Instead of going after Infro, though, they want to take out the experimentals. Laying down a lot of fire, but that is a vulnerable ACU if I've ever seen one. Maybe they think, it's fine, the Percivals will get it, and they might just be right. Rankin Vet there helps a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. We've got Percivals coming down from the north and from the west. Infro down into the red now, 3,200 hit points, and plummeting. He's moving, he's shifting, but it's surely not going to be enough. 800 hit points. It's going to be very close. No, it's not. Two more coming in from the west. And Deadbeat Dad scores the kill. Team 2 go another man down. That's 3 players down in the last 5 minutes. Absolutely painful. And Team 1 now very much in the ascendancy. Mr. Positive trying to contain Gorton over here with a few sniper bots. And look at that, just picking off full health Myrmidons. No, they got nerfed on their HP a while back, quite a long while back as it happens, but still shows you the damage when those things stop, take aim. Really are very cool. Didn't used to get used enough back in gameplay, but they really come into their own these days in the meta. Not great at fending off T3 gunships though. One lone whaler brutalizing those, taking the opportunity while they're poorly defended. No ASF rushing in to the breach either. 3 strap bombers lurking there. Smurf Hunter gearing up for something. But he hasn't got a huge amount of ASFs. Definitely Team 1 in control of air for the time being. Let's take a quick look in this lull while we can at ASF's numbers. So we've got 20 there for KFC Manager on Team 1. And Smurf Hunter on just 11. So more or less 2-for-1 advantage there. But good work being done by these bricks up front from Fast Planet. Backed up with a couple of harbs there from Mr. Positive as well. Gilat, look at that. Whole bunch of Serenities just lobbing all kinds of hurt down on Gorton's front line. Shield gen dead. Amazed he managed to get that online. Likely to be able to keep it though. His base Cybran shields very weak indeed. That fat boy that we saw there getting work done, being built there from Storm Before Dawn, getting work done. He's got another one that is about 50% complete. One on the other side of things as well from Deadbeat Dad, Taikisha. Trying to hurry that along, no doubt to counter the threat that's lurking in the middle now. Oh, Storm Before Dawn though, look out, Whalers coming his way. Percival's as well. One of the Percy's down, but the Whalers surely going to ditch that experimental. There it goes, nicely picked off by KFC Manager. Another experimental over in the east. Second Monkey Lord from Fast Planet. Gorton said no, don't like that. Backing away from the front line. That is going to be his front line in tatters, I think. As long as he stays away from those Ravagers of Hitlery towards the center. All kinds of pain over there. Those Whalers, though, just looking for a firing solution, waiting to get back in. Does seem like Smurf Hunter has replenished his ASF numbers. Surely he will bring those in to defend. It's a question of when he realizes the danger. Monkey Lord still heading deep into enemy territory along with those bricks. There go the Whalers, there go the ASFs. Smurf Hunter, does he stay on the gunships to try and protect the Monkey Lord? Or does he switch it up and go after the fighters? It looks like he stayed on the gunships, giving that Monkey Lord all of the assistance he can. More ASFs being brought in all the time. Gorton's base has just been ravaged by Fast Planet's ground forces there, facilitated by Smurf Hunter. He did lose the ASF war, but he killed off the gunships. Still got those strats lurking back there, remember, as well. 24 minutes gone, and despite that collapse on that center and left-hand side from Team 2, they've held remarkably well, but there has been a bit of an absence of pressure from Deadbeat Dad on that side. Trying to get that fat boy operational. Is he running there? So he's at 133. Mid-range total, maybe just under. Got Monkey Lord right in the backfield now, looking for an ACU kill. Gorton right there if he can get to it. It's pretty low on health, about to dip into the reds. Gorton getting in there for the overcharge, I think, but he needs to be careful in that tinfoil cyber in ACU. Where's the microwave laser? Is it going to lock on in time? It does lock on. One more overcharge will do it, though. It's going to be close. Boom! Gorton misjudges that. And out he goes. Team 2 score a counter kill. Gorton is ejected at 25 minutes. Monkey Lord still alive with 3,000 odd hit points, but it's going to get wiped out by that Ravager fire of Hitleries there. So again, a new development and the dynamic of the game changes. Now we're seeing T2 gunships that would have been spam, surely related to trying to counter that Monkey Lord quickly. Not managing it. So another Fat Boy under construction. And those two Fat Boys there gonna face off against one another. However, this one over here has got multiple power shields around it for extra shield coverage. Storm Before Dawn wisely recognizes that and backs off a little bit towards his base shield coverage. That's a lot of Percival's, and now we've got backup from another Fat Boy rolling in there from Taikisha. Percival's on the march from Deadbeat Dad. That's a lot of firepower. Taking firepower as well, though, from the two Fat Boys. We didn't realize there was another one over there belonging to Arch. Gradually, those assault bots being whittled down in numbers. They're going to be able to kill off that fatty before it completes. There's still a few of them there. Storm Before Dawn backing up, but in come the Strats. We've been waiting for them to do something. That takes out 3. And another round over there. That's beautiful work from Smurf Hunter. It really is. Got a couple of Strats as well. Coming in from Taikisha. Or is it Arch? Very similar colors on my screen. No, that's Taikisha. They get zapped. They'll get a second pass. And that's actually Mr. Positive's Colossus that's been redirected right the way along the front line to help plug the gap against Deadbeat Dad and his Percival push. He's taken a battering, though. 16,000 HP left on that 100,000 Colossus. It's 110,000 Colossus now. And all of those Serenities we saw peppering Gorton's front line now, going after Hitlery, who's rapidly trying to counter with a bunch of Clink Hammers up here, but it's all unguarded. There's no shield coverage around them as yet. Back to the front line over here on the left flank. Taikisha squaring off against Storm Before Dawn and Arch. That frontline Fat Boy we saw from Deadbeat Dad's already gone down, and the wreck got destroyed as well. There goes one of Taikisha's. We already lost the other one from... The wreck must have been destroyed as well down there. So Fat Boy's just going poof, left, right and center. Taikisha still with one on full health and half of its shield. That is sure to change. bombers lurking in the east. Broadswords kicking it out front. Smurf Hunter looking very dangerous aerially if he can get to use those assets. I think he might have reclaimed the air advantage as well. Look at that, 80 ASFs. Compare that to KFC Manager. Doesn't look like he's got anywhere near that number, 47. So a massive air advantage now in the hands of Team 2. Can they put it to good use is the question. As another bit of pressure racks up from Deadbeat Dad. More Percivals on their way in. Another Fat Boy. Broadswords being dispatched. Where to, though, is the question. Megalith complete for Fast Planet. Support commanders up and running. Working on some artillery installations up front. Looks like they're going after Hitlery. That provokes the response there from KFC Manager. Smurf Hunter inbound. Interesting he didn't lead first with the screen. Strap-ons take out the shield. Broadswords lock onto Hitlery's con. Could we be about to see the demise of yet another player? Hitlery below 50% and falling, going into the red soon. Not much hit points left though on some of the broadswords, but Hitlery surely going to go down. Kaboom! On the nose of 30 minutes. Smurf Hunter eliminates Hitlery. ASFs tangle above KFC's base. And they are now fully in command of the skies, Team 2. Broadswords being redirected to hit KFC's base directly. Doesn't get too far because of the SAMs, though. Deadbeat Dad still holding his corner of the map with that combination of Percy's and Fat Boys. But that's a massive gap now with Hitlery and Gorton gone on that eastern flank. Time surely for Smurf Hunter to start investing into some more air-to-ground firepower. He has a whopping aerial advantage. One broadsword moving out here. He could bring that in and start picking off some of these mexes. Deadbeat Dad advancing. Both of his Fat Boys badly damaged though. And look at the amount of artillery, and that's dangerous. It's under very comprehensive shield coverage. It's a huge Klinkhammer battery, and both Fat Boys just annihilated in the face of it. A moment to appreciate the turtliness that is Arch Sincat, sorry, and this UEF Dream Base. Sheer amount of Klinkhammers he's got running here, and the coverage that gives him. Look at that. So comprehensive, makes any kind of ground incursion incredibly difficult. And Mr. Positive now breaking through with a Colossus. Welfare in the vicinity, having transferred everything over to Citrus. On the run, that looks like the target that he's going for. He might just be going for Citrus's comm that's over here. Meanwhile, Smurf Hunter bashing everything from the sky. Strap bombers and broadswords going to town. Citrus being furiously pinged. The Colossus opens up. Is he going in for a bit of overcharge action? The shield is failing. He's only got 15k HP base on that comm. Is he going to get out of range? Oh, very close. There goes a nuke from somebody, but it's not enough. Should have kept walking. I don't know why he didn't. Nuke out there from the nuke launcher. We won't worry about the desync. We sense it's near the end. There goes a nuke. There goes a counter nuke out there from Arch Deadbeat Dad. Control Ks. The nuke is inbound. Is there nuke defense? Yes, there is. That looked like that came down from Fast Planet. Nuke out from Arch, going straight over towards Taikisha, who's working on a teleporter as the rest of Deadbeat Dad's base goes up. 83% done, but that will surely be it as he gets a nuke to the face. Down he goes. And all that's left is KFC Manager and Welfare. Welfare gets the rest of his base given back automatically. But literally, there's nothing left now to contain the inevitable push from Team 2. Strap Bombers rolling forward from Smurf Hunter. They're going to pick off Welfare's comm. No way out from there. Down he goes. KFC Manager. All that's left. Ravagers working overtime along with the Fat Boy. But KFC Manager now advancing towards a Megalith and a Colossus. And that will be all she wrote. Boom. That's a nice way to kick off 2019, isn't it? I think so. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. There's always more to come from me in the future. Don't forget, if you feel so inclined, you can support me on Patreon. Details on how to do that below this in each and every one of my videos. Thank you so much to those who support me and also those who give me 1 or 2 Christmas bonuses. One chap in particular who seems to do it every year. You know who you are. I won't embarrass you by mentioning your name. But thank you very much. Everybody control Cade on Team 2 at the end there, except from Mr. Positive. But what a game. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, more to come from me in the future. But until next time, stay well and stay safe. This is Guile, signing out.